Hello friends, today we have to discuss about a very important chapter, blood. What is blood? So blood is a very important liquid material in our body and it is composed of liquid connective tissue. It is composed of liquid extracellular matrix called as blood plasma that dissolve and suspend various cells and cell fragments. It contributes to homeostasis mechanism by transporting oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients and hormones to and from the various cells, tissues and organs of the body. The blood is circulated around the body through blood vessels by the pumping action of the heart, and by these we can call it as one of the very important function performer within the body. So blood contains very important constituents in it. So hematology is the branch of science concerned with the study of blood forming tissues and disorders associated with them. What are the physical properties of the blood? Blood is denser and more viscous than water and considerable sticky. With the presence of plasma and serum, it has that appearance. We can call it as a sticky. It had a slightly alkaline pH ranging from 7.35 to 7.45. You are very well aware that on the pH scale, the alkaline pH starts after 7 to 14. So that's why it is called as slightly alkaline. The temperature of blood is 38 degrees Celsius. That matches with the body temperature. The color of blood varies with its oxygen content. So that's why bright red blood contains high oxygen content while dark red blood contains low oxygen content. The volume of blood is 5 to 6 liters in an average adult male and 4 to 5 liters in an average adult female. What are the functions of the blood? It is responsible for transport of oxygen from the lungs to the tissues and carbon dioxide from the tissues to the lungs. With the help of an hemoglobin content, it is responsible for carrying that oxygen from lungs to the tissues, and the remaining product, or you can call it as a byproduct, from the tissues and cells to the lungs for the exhalation process. Second function, transport metabolic wastage to the lungs, kidneys, skin and intestine for excretion. These are the major excretory organs, so that's why whatever it may be the content after excretion, so it is very essential to excrete out of the body. Through the lungs it can excrete various gases. In the kidney unabsorb the things. Through the skin, through the sweat, there may be an um, excretion of so many blood constituents. And intestine, whatever it may be, the unabsorbed and not useful content that can be excreted out. Third function, it carries absorbed nutrients from gastrointestinal tract to the liver and various other body tissues. It regulates body temperature also. It regulates water balance. It is responsible for transport of hormones, vitamins and salts. It transports metabolites. What are meant by the metabolites? Actually, blood is essential for distributing metabolites, ensuring that cells receive the nutrients they need and that waste products are efficiently removed. It provides protection against infection through the white blood cells and antibodies, because white blood cells contains its form elements like eosinophil, neutrophil and basophil. It has their own basic function to perform, and the WBCs are very important for the purpose of immunity and the defense mechanism. It helps in coagulation through the internal clotting factors for stop bleeding. There are total 13 clotting factors. You are very well aware that. So with the help of these clotting factors, blood coagulation process can be done. Composition of the blood. Blood contains blood plasma and form elements: erythrocytes, thrombocytes and leukocytes. Erythrocytes are also called as RBCs, thrombocytes are also called as platelets, leukocytes are also called as WBC. So blood plasma versus blood serum. So the very important things I would like to tell you students, that the whole blood has blood plasma in it, and the serum is not having the clotting factors in it. So it looks very similar to see in the picture that serum and plasma are similar, but serum is not having clotting factors. This is a very important difference between serum and plasma, because if coagulant is added, so accordingly the clot you are observing in the figure is that the clot contains all the blood cells and clotting factors, and whatever may be the oozing food is that is oozing fluid is there, that is nothing but an a serum that is not having the clotting factors, while vice versa to the left hand side figure, that is an actually the whole blood. When we centrifuge it, it contains and complete blood cells in it, and whatever may be the supernatant you are observing, that is blood plasma having clotting factors in it. So the only difference in plasma and serum is that serum is not having clotting factors in it. So blood plasma, the blood plasma is made up of the three basic components: water, dissolved organic and inorganic components, plasma, proteins. So serum is the plasma component obtained upon separating coagulation factors. Components of blood plasma. Blood plasma contains some plasma proteins: albumins, globulins, fibrinogen and immunoglobulins. It is having their very major role in development of immunity as well as fighting against the infection through the various form elements. Plasma substances is having albumin, globulin, fibrinogen, electrolytes and nutrients. It is having their own function. For example, if you see albumin, it is the smallest blood plasma protein produced by the liver, active transport protein for steroid hormones and fatty acids. Globulin, it is produced by the liver and plasma cells. Alpha and beta globulins transport ions, lipids and fat soluble vitamins. It is produced by the liver. It plays an important role in blood coagulation. Electrolytes. These are the inorganic salts. Positively charged ion include sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Negatively charged ions include chloride. It helps in maintaining osmotic pressure. Nutrients. Products of digestion pass into blood for distribution to all body cells, that include amino acids from proteins, glucose from carbohydrates, fatty acids and glycerol from triglycerides, and finally vitamins and minerals. Gases. Oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Oxygen is associated with hemoglobin, red blood cells. Regulatory substances. Enzymes are produced by blood cells, catalyze chemical reactions. Hormones secreted by endocrine glands regulate its metabolism, growth and development. Waste products. It includes uric acid, urea, creatinine, bilirubin and ammonia. Water. It is the liquid portion of blood. Act as solvent and suspending medium for the component of the